Hello Sagittarius. I'm here for your November bonus reading. It's really a thank you reading because Sagittarius have been 200% more supportive than any other zodiac sign. So I just wanted to show my gratitude with this reading. Alright, let's roll. Pick a few pieces here. We have a reverse here, 0, 3, 3 in reverse. Reverse because the square dice here has an odd number. Odd numbers are reversed, even numbers are upright. Let's get another one. We've got another reverse. The same damn 0 came up. Can't do it. Same number, 3. All right, let me try my left hand here. That same 5 again. Oh, God, I swear. 42 reverse. This happens. Weird stuff like this happens all the time. Another reverse. 23 reverse, because this square one's an odd number. It's an upright, 28 upright. One more. I'm going to use 2 hands again. Cool sound. It's another reverse, 51 reverse. It's not always a bad thing. You have to have faith, trust in the universe. Oh yeah, I brought the dog out to keep us company. He represents the Fool, the first piece in tarot, 0 to 78. New start, carefree. The dog's man's best friend, sometimes. Got to tell you a story. What happened to us yesterday, Sunday. We'll see what else comes up. Maybe there's some other references to dogs, friends, something like that. Then I'll tell you the little story. Okay, be right back with your pieces. Okay, Sag, back with your pieces. And I pulled 3 cards. I have no idea what they are. I shuffled like crazy. These are all 3 are poppers. And we'll use them after we do the reading for some clarity, advice, whatever we get. Did I mention that I'm Sag in 3 places? Yeah, crazy, right? Sun, Mercury, and Venus. So, I always say the same thing. Sorry if I drive you crazy, but being an artist, I have to tell you, it's amazing how some people, after they do art, photography, design, they can forget to use their eyes and their intuition. So I recommend you pause this video, take a look at what's in front of you, come up with your own story. Each piece here is based on an actual direct reference to a tarot card. You might be able to guess a few yourself. I think at least 1, 2 are obvious. I will tell you there's a lot of water in here. Love and emotions. In fact, I would call this a love reading. There's no doubt about it in my mind. The first piece on the bottom left, you can see the unpainted couple is the lovers, but it's in reverse. Everything you see here is in reverse except the piece with the U. The U is for upright. The lovers is about love, of course, a couple. It's also about choices, but there's a lot more to it. We'll get into that more as we go along. By the way, that's Gemini, an air sign. And then we go to the centerpiece on the bottom. That's a spaceship. The little rover's coming back, I guess, little drones or something. That's the 9 of Pentacles, Earth sign. But also Venus, which is about love. So that's another reference to love. The 9 of Pentacles and upright's about working hard, had a long journey working to get where you're at. You have almost everything except that 10th Pentacle. In reverse, you're still working on it. Unfortunately, it's taking longer than you want. Again, I'll go into that a little more. My reading of all this together. Third piece, the volcano that I use. It's funny, I used that on the cover here today. Cover of the video, just by chance. Here it represents the Prince of Cups in reverse. Again, more water. We have a lot of water. And the Prince, you know, he's no king. If there's a troublemaker in this, it's probably him. Most of these pieces, I tend to do the upright version of them, as far as the meaning goes. This one, I thought, I'm going to go with the reverse. It's about emotions. I mean, even in the upright, it could be about strong emotions. But here we have a reverse, so it's like somebody blowing up, losing their head. Their emotions are totally out of control. As you know, Prince can be a male or female energy, masculine or feminine energy. And a lot of readers believe that court cards, princes, princesses, queens and kings, represent actual people in our lives. So I would say this is the person, you know, causing problems. Then in the back left, the dolphin with a crown is our only upright, and it's a great piece. Again, it's cups. It's the King of Cups this time. So he's like a great piece to get. That's the positive energy in this reading. That's the mature energy, the person who has their shit together. Very loving, emotional, but they have it balanced. They're intelligent, good teacher, great traveler. I mean, beyond normal traveler, this person is experienced and loves travel. Let's go to the last piece, back right. See a little fish jumping out of a cup? That's the Ace of Cups. In reverse, though, remember. You know, the Ace of Cups is the start, usually the beginning. And if it is the beginning, it's starting off, I mean, it started, but it either didn't start off very well, or it's kind of like stuck. It's not going any further than the very beginning stages of love. I guess that could also mean you met somebody, you hit it off, then all of a sudden things just kind of stopped. Maybe you don't even know why. If you do know why, doesn't mean you can necessarily change it. So maybe we'll figure out more as we go along. So I looked these over. I always pay the most attention to the major arcana, which is the Lovers, the Gemini piece, air. Oh, did I mention that the Prince is also air? Princes all have air mixed with whatever sign they are. So this prince here, the volcano, is mixed with air and water. Could be a dangerous combination in reverse. The air can cause the water to flood land, huge waves, blow ships off course, can do all kind of damage out there, you know. Can do it, and we're talking about emotions here. We're not talking about actual water. And then it's funny too, I didn't even think about this till right now. The Gemini piece, which is an air piece, it looks like this couple, these lovers, are in the water, which is about emotions. That's probably why I did it. But there's a whole lot of water here. And we have one earth piece, and that's in the center, the spaceship. I chose a spaceship because, you know, you can have everything in the world, but when you get a spaceship, you really made it. You got everything. And there are people in the world who have spaceships, you know. They're building them, they're testing them. And it's possible in our lifetime to have commercial flights to at least our outer atmosphere. But it's almost like aspirational, because a 9 isn't a 10. A 10 is complete bliss at the end of a journey. Here we're at a 9, not a 10. So we have an ace, though, and we have a 10. I mean, we have an ace and we have a 9. It's been a long road here. Usually Earth is very grounding, and we need that. All of us need all the elements to have balance in life. Here we tend to have too much. There's a lot of water, a lot of emotions, maybe a lot of love, maybe that's out of whack. Just, we need more earth, we need some fire. There's no fire here. So if I were to make up a little story, I would say the lovers have a problem with this prince coming in. He's immature, a hothead, caused some kind of problems. He's not trustworthy. The king in the back, the King of Cups, he's like kind of watching everything, because there's some stuck energy here. Things are not moving. And if anybody's going to put their foot down, it would be the king. So there's some kind of dynamic here with two people. And we also have this problem with Earth. It could be also that work is getting in the way. Somebody's working too much. Maybe there's somebody at work. Maybe this knight or prince, whatever you want to call him, has something to do with work or business or something earthly. Not something in our heads. It's not something in our emotion. This is a real thing going on. And I don't see a solution or any advice here right now. Earth is a slower energy. That takes time, but everything else, well, cups, all right, here's how it goes. The fastest energy, which relates to time, the quickest energy is fire, then comes air, which we do have here, then cups, then pentacles. So the energy here with mostly cups isn't real fast, but we do have air, and that's the main strongest energy. When you have a major arcana, that means that's related to spirit. In fact, the lovers can mean marriage. It could also mean a spiritual marriage. I mean, there's a lot of people could be married in real life and have a soulmate. Some people even call the lover's card a twin flame. And there could have someone else in their life. Could even be platonic, a friend, like the dog in the beginning. But the problem with majors is, if things are messed up, if there's problems between these two lovers too long, spirit will come in and push something. They'll push it along one way or another. So it's best to do it on our own. And here's what I'm thinking with the dogs and the friends and my little story, which was very frightening. We were walking on a road around the lake, all pine trees, beautiful day, sand, pine needles. And we walk around and all of a sudden see people off in the distance near the water, pretty far away. I mean, like almost 100 yards. Didn't notice they had all these dogs. All of a sudden, we saw all the dogs turn at once. 3 or 4 of them ran full speed towards the two of us on the road. All we could do at that point is stop dead in our tracks and kind of see what would happen. One was a Doberman, one was a German Shepherd, one was a Pit Bull, and I think there was another German Shepherd. These dogs are the type of dogs people train as attack dogs. So I have to say I was very nervous. I was more nervous for my wife than for myself. We both kept our calm. We didn't move. We didn't make any motions. I mean, I did have some kind of protection on me, but it wasn't really enough for 4 dogs. It could have been terrible. Eventually, the owner saw the dogs and called them, and 3 ran back. One took a while. It finally ran back, and as we walked, another dog started coming towards us, but he did stop that dog too. So there was like 3 people, 4 dogs, and in the end, I just felt like I was calmer than I thought I would be. At the same time, I feel like I was protected. Looking back on it, we must have been protected because it was a very, very scary situation. The dogs were growling, turning their heads, showing their teeth. In a pack, they can be very dangerous. Do we have something like that here? I don't know. I mean, the lovers could be 2 people, the prince could be another person, and the king could be another person. Or it could just be the lovers are a symbol, and these other 2, knight and king, are in the story at odds, though. And it could be the prince, and the prince and the knight could be a couple too. But if so, there's definitely a problem here. The other thing I thought of is it can be somebody, it's not just angry, it could be somebody hurt, it could be somebody who feels like the other person is out of reach, or maybe they don't even realize they're out of reach. One story I read about an artist named Joseph Cornell, which I find very interesting, is he always fell in love with women who were totally unattainable. This was a long time ago, and one woman he fell in love with was Lauren Bacall, a famous actress. Another one was actually a dead Russian diva. And this guy never got married. He lived with his sisters. Great artist. You should look up his work. Joseph Cornell. He makes little boxes with 3D elements, things he found, cataloged very carefully. I love his work. It's in all the major museums. So, could that be happening here? Yes. Thing with tarot is, we're supposed to mostly just take little messages from it. The whole reading probably won't resonate. We're supposed to get little clues and hints and little crumbs that when we add them to other crumbs we find, say a dream, something we read, something we saw, something like these dogs damn near attacking us. You look at everything together, and you know your story better than anyone. You might not know what's going on with their person if they're estranged, you know. And there's signs of that here too. I mean, when there's stuck energy here and there's blocking and there's all kind of things going on. Could be that too. So anyway, that's my idea. Let's flip these cards over. I'm very, very curious to see what we got here. First we have, guess what? Another knight. I think I'll move the camera down a little. This time we have the Knight of Wands upright. He's also called the Lord of Flame and Lightning. So we did get fire, first fire card. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, how many knights are here? I mean, does somebody have like multiple partners, somebody dating or what? I mean, why is it all like, why are they all knights? The last piece is the Three of Swords. For that, all I could say is conflict, sadness, real sad, deep, deep sadness. That's being stuck in the heart with three swords. That's air, like the Lover's piece. Pentacles is earth, like the Nine of Pentacles right in front of it, or actually behind it. So, what do we have here? Oh my God. I don't know. I think it's a little weird to have all these knights. They represent real people. We have 3 of the 4 knights. The only knight we're missing is the Knight of Swords, but we have the 3 of Swords. I would say there's definitely air here and fire. Well, it looks like multiple people. Let me try to move these a little so you can see them. How can I do this? Pull back a little. I'll just move the camera over a little. Sorry you can't get a better view. It's just I've run out of space here on the table. Knights, knights, knights. Is there 3 knights, 3 dogs? Knights are considered immature energy, unformed, still growing, you know, out there exploring. Still younger energy, very active. On the good side, they're very giving. The Knight of Wands is known for, you know, being a player, coming in and out real quick, in fast and out fast. The King of Pentacles is the opposite. They're slow. I mean, did I say King? I mean Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is much slower energy. The Knight of Pentacles is more stable in a sense. They're going for long-term success. They say it takes them longer to get there, but has the most chance of being successful. You know, Knight of Pentacles is more about wealth, career, maybe power. And in relationships, that could be a problem, actually. People who are over-invested in their career, and it could be anybody. It could be a father who has kids, it could be a mother with kids, that they spend so much time and so much of their focus is on money. They work all the time and they have no time left for love. They don't put enough time into other things in their life, like emotions. They don't have time for it. They're tired. They work so much. So we have to seek balance there. All right, I think we have a good idea. You probably have a better idea. But I want to pull something here. I think because this is love, I got to pull a Rumi card. Rumi Oracle card. Very poetic. Usually, all the ones I've seen are positive so far. It's a kit. It comes with a beautiful book. Boy, it's really, really tight today. I can't even show you. Let's see if I can change the light a little. Yeah, sorry. I already shuffled, but I'll shuffle again a couple times. Then we'll go for a popper. and I'll read it to you. You know, it'll be brief. Gotta make a little room. Oh man. I have the dropsies today, and I did hear that Sagittarius are supposed to be kind of fumble finger people. A little clumsy. I never thought of myself as that, but I've seen it more and more. One more. We don't read any reversals here. The Oracle card. Rumi. Okay. Cut. Now I'm going to try to get a flipper. One card. One card for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, the seeker, the teacher. All that fire energy. What Sagittarius need to know? What kind of advice can we get? One card, please. Okay, we got one. It is Star Mother Arrakis. Star Mother Arrakis. Beautiful card. Oh my god. This might be my favorite so far. Should think about it even before we read, just like everything. Think about what we're seeing here. The galaxies. The card is leaning on my spaceship. Huh. It says something about Mother. Mother. I don't see any moon energy here, but you might have an idea what that's about. They're numbered. This is number 23. I'll look it up in the book. Okay. Star Mother Arrakis. Be the king who has made his own kingdom. Be the moon that has made her own summit. How much longer will you cuckoo like a pigeon? Empty your head of all mortal lust, and become life without breath. You will not call out for God anymore, for you have become immersed in God. Rumi. So here we're talking about be strong, make your own way. You have what it takes. Empty your head of all mortal lust. It could be anything. Sex, money, power. Become life without breath. Spirit. Life without breath. Breath is air. Let me read another little part here. Let's see. Here, this is interesting. So here's your guidance. Lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most magnificent of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the Star Mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastest problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet. And this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, even your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time. Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of love, power, and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come, and to allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. Well, I see all kind of threads here. Lay down your old weapons. So try something new. Surrender to spirit, because when you do, no matter how bad the earthly matters come at you, no matter what comes at you, you can just flick it off. Because in spirit you become a greater being. When you take that journey, you'll be stronger. And your success only a matter of the passing of time. Sometimes we have to take our time. Sometimes we have to wait. We have to do the work. Will you be, open enough to do this? To give yourself this gift of love, power, and protection? Protection, I definitely felt like I was protected yesterday. We all descend from the stars. We have to remember that we're all interconnected. We should help each other whenever we can. There's a lot of love in this reading, even though there's a problem right now. If we work on it within time, it'll all work out. Okay. So that's your reading, your bonus reading, Sagittarius. Thanks again for being so supportive. Bring a friend maybe. Tell a friend. And please remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care. Love you all.